we know that Yaakov Avinu, he stands for Midat HaEmet. He's the Yesod, the foundation of truth. And Esav, the exact paradigm, the opposite, the other side. He is the symbol of Sheker, of the opposite of the truth. He's like the Hazir that he makes believe like he's kosher. He shows his hooves that he's kosher, but really we know that inside he's a cheater, he's a trickster, and he's not Emet. Interesting that we see in the Parashah, when we read the Parashah of Yaakov and Esav, it does not look really so much like that. We questioned about Yaakov. Again, he made a little trick with Esav. He was very hungry. He bought the Bechorah from him. Later on with the Berachot. Of course, we have the Pirushim, explanations. But if you want to show the symbol of Emet, that's not how you show the symbol of Emet, the Chorah. Or Esav, on the other hand, little Hazit, Miskin, is that he's not a trickster. He just was hungry. He needed to get some food. He tried his best to be mechabed his father and to get the berachot. Looks like he deserved them, and he lost out. So why would the Torah pick the parasha of Yaakov and Esav to bring out the symbol of Emet and the symbol of Sheker through Yaakov and Esav? Could be Yaakov used to say the truth usually, and Esav used to lie, but the symbol of Emet, you know what it means? Midat Emet, that's like the Midah of Kadosh Baruch Hu. Doesn't look like it over there. Why? And also why the Torah brings it out exactly by Yaakov and Esav. So I'll give you a mashal. What would happen if a Amalek lady will be pregnant? She's waiting for 10 years for a baby. And of course we know that she's an Amalek 100%. Her and her husband Amalekim, 100% Tahor Amalekim. And finally, after she went to the doctors and everything, she finally gets pregnant after 10 years. And she's suffering through her pregnancy until she finally gives birth. And now, Mabruk, you have this little cute Amalek baby right in front of you. So cute, blonde, blue eyes. You just see him and your heart fills with simha to see such a beautiful baby. What do you got to do? What do you got to do now? Right, according to halakha, pure halakha. Right, today we don't know who's Amalek. You got to take out a knife, stab him, kill him, v'zeu. It's not something. How could a human being? How could a human being do it? But this is the Torah. This is what Torah tells us. Exactly the opposite of what we would think would be the Emet, and what we would think is the Sheker. Exactly the opposite. But if a person really cancels out his feelings towards HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and he accepts on himself that the Emet and the Sheker is God's commandment, then that's what he's going to do. So what is the real Emet in the world? What is the real truth? And what is the avodah? What is the job that a person has to do to get to Midat HaEmet, to connect to God? He has to cancel out all of his biased feelings and should not exist. And he should be able to say, D'Shem Yehud Kutsha Berichu, and then take it out a knife and stab the baby. That's it. Just like he takes a lev and etrog, just like he puts on tefillin every morning. That's what he has to do. Because that's what Torah tells us. If you don't feel that way, we don't feel like that, that means we're missing in the Midat HaEmet. because we're doing what we feel is right, what we feel is comfortable for us. That's not emet. Emet is what Hashem tells us. How could Hashem tell us to do something like that? All of a sudden, we become more rahmanut, we have more pity than God. Right? God, He kills Amalek, but me, I'm a great tzaddik. I would never do that. I'm more rahman than HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's what we feel. That's not emet, because you are working according to your feelings. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shebarat HaOlam, that created the world. Everything is Yitzir Kapav, is His creation. Obviously, has the biggest rahmanut possible to be. But He still tells you have to kill the Amalek. And a lot of other things that maybe don't really fit into a person's everyday mundane feelings of this is right, this is wrong. You know, what if you tell somebody, you have somebody that really doesn't look so great? More or less, he's ugly. It's the truth. The guy's ugly. So you say, listen, I'm sorry to tell you, you're very ugly. So he didn't lie. He's telling the truth. But it's not proper according to Torah. Or say Lashon Hara about someone, it's the truth, but you're doing avon, so it's not the truth anymore. It's sheker. So, what is midat ha'emet? Midat ha'emet is someone that's able to cancel out all of his personal feelings towards HaKadosh Baruch Hu and do just according to the commandment of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now we all know that Yaakov Avinu did not want to trick Esav, and he didn't want to, he would give Esav food and everything, but according to the law, according to what he had to do, he did. So even though it was against his nature, totally, just like killing a baby, but he knew that that's what he had to do, and he did that. That is midat ha'emet. That's why titen emet le'Yaakov, because he has no personal feelings. He only does what Hashem tells him. That's the yesod of emet. Esav, on the other hand, you hear him crying, you hear him, he looks like he's a hazit case, but whatever he does is the sheker. What looks like is emet. He puts his face out like he's a nice guy. He's a very good salesman. That itself is a sheker. Gemara brings a story about someone that comes to a city, and he comes with some lost coat or something like that, and he comes to the city and he says, did anybody lose this coat? I found this. Is this anybody's in the city? What did they say? This guy, look, ish emet. He's a true person. They said, come, we want to give you a job. We'll put you in the committee. We'll make you the president, the mayor of the city. After a year, 2 or 3 years, he killed the whole city. The whole guy is a cheater. He's a liar. And what came out? That when he came to give back this coat, it was all a scandal. It was all a sketch. It was just to try to show that he's a true person. But even what he does that looks like Rahamim, it's exactly the opposite. This is why this world is called Olam HaSheker, because we do things according to what we see. But it's very possible what we see is not the truth. So if we want to lidabek, we want to connect and stick to the midat ha'emet, titen emet le'Yaakov, that is when we cancel out our personal feelings and we're able to completely do just what Hashem tells us. That's emet. And the opposite is Esav. He just shows from the outside that he's doing things properly, but really all of his ma'asim, whatever he does, is really only for his personal benefits. Halavai shenizkeh be'ezat Hashem to be all the time true of the Hashem and do everything according to the Torah. Have a good day.